Hi there! Welcome to the Parent Empowerment and Coaching in Early Intervention, or PEACE, Implementation Toolkit video series. Today, we're going to talk about another caregiver coaching strategy, working in daily routines. Working with caregivers in daily routines is teaching caregivers how to use intervention strategies with their child directly in the activities and places where they will usually use them. Often, we see providers setting up play sessions and coaching caregivers to work on play and communication skills with their child in contrived play scenarios. This is a great way to practice intervention strategies, but it's not the only way we should be coaching caregivers. It's important that we help caregivers practice using intervention strategies during their everyday routines by explicitly setting up opportunities to coach and practice intervention strategies within their usual activities during your sessions. Let's go over some of the key components of coaching caregivers within daily routines during sessions. An important part of coaching caregivers in daily routines is to set up opportunities to practice intervention strategies with caregivers directly within their usual family routines. You can do this by asking caregivers about their daily routines and setting aside time each session to practice intervention strategies within those routines. Mealtime, snack time, transitions, dressing, and walks around the neighborhood are all usual daily routines for many families. Taking the time to learn about each family's daily routines and explicitly coaching caregivers to practice using intervention strategies within those routines is a critical component of caregiver coaching. Sometimes opportunities to practice in usual routines come up during sessions, and you can capitalize on those. Here's an example of what that looks like.
Yeah, she's eating. She was asking. That's why she climbed and sat down because my stepmom, she's eating Nutella with cracker, and she wanted some, so she was like, "Bah, bah, bah."
Okay, so that's great.
Watch it,
This
watch
is an
it, watch it.
opportunity. This is an opportunity for your family member to give her the cracker, but don't put the Nutella on it. Hold up the Nutella and see how she's going to respond to your aunt to ask for Nutella.
In this clip, we saw that the caregiver explained what the child was doing, and the provider capitalized on that moment to practice using an intervention strategy within the routine. This wasn't planned, but the opportunity presented itself because the child wanted the Nutella. So she used that as an opportunity to practice in their usual routine of eating. Another important part of coaching caregivers in daily routines is to explicitly describe how the caregiver can practice using intervention strategies within those routines. You can describe how to practice intervention strategies you're teaching within a play interaction within another routine. For example, if you're working on turn taking with toys, you could also explain to the caregiver how they can work on turn taking during bath time or snack time. Explicitly connecting the skills caregivers are learning to other routines is a useful way to help them learn how to practice skills in daily routines, especially if you're not able to directly practice strategies during daily routines that session. Let's watch a provider giving the caregiver positive feedback after they practice a strategy while having the child eat Nutella. The provider then reinforces the concepts learned by giving mom a step-by-step explanation on how to use this strategy the next time the child makes a request.
I love the way you guys did it. So in the future, when you're giving her stuff, to tempt her to ask for things, to make a request.
Okay.
Again, using the stick. I love the way Auntie gave it to her.
More?
Next time, if you can just hold the Nutella up, if she wants to put her finger in it, she will gesture. She will communicate to your aunt that she wants to put her finger in it.
Okay.
So when she gesture, that's when your aunt respond to her and give her the Nutella. So she can put either the stick in it or her finger in it.
There are clear benefits to coaching caregivers within their usual daily routines. Most importantly, learning skills directly within the routines in which they will be used leads to greater skill acquisition. Adults learn best when they learn through authentic learning experiences in real-world activities. Coaching caregivers to use intervention strategies directly in the routines in which they will use them promotes meaningful and sustained learning of the intervention strategies. Another important benefit of coaching caregivers within daily routines is that it provides an opportunity for you to work through any potential challenges using the intervention strategies together with the caregiver directly in their natural setting. When you coach caregivers in daily routines, you get a first-hand look at any challenges that might come up when the caregiver is using the intervention strategies, and you can problem-solve ideas to overcome those challenges right in the moment. This is key to promoting sustained practice of the intervention strategies you're teaching caregivers. In the next video clip, we will observe a provider working through the challenges that come up when the caregiver is using an intervention strategy during mealtime.
I don't know yet.
She usually, I can't tell. Okay, so, yep. So at this point, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do hand over hand. Yep. More. So it's a little bit more precise so that we're not getting into
I messed
just that
up. I
flapping.
made it upset.
No, it's fine.
Coaching caregivers within their daily routines also improves the likelihood that they will practice the strategies during those same routines outside of your sessions. When caregivers learn how to use intervention strategies during their usual daily routines, they are more likely to use them again during those routines. This increases the amount of time their children are accessing high-quality intervention throughout their day. When you're working with caregivers in daily routines, make sure you teach strategies within routines that are relevant to the family. Find out which routines are most important to each family and use those for coaching. Another tip is to practice intervention strategies within multiple routines. This will help both the caregiver and the child generalize the skills they're learning to routines throughout their day.
Let me pop up what your daily activity, I have your daily activity schedule that we did way back at the beginning. Okay, so this was some of your daily activities that you do every single day with him. Lunch, finger foods. Is he making choices? Like, can you give him like a Uncrustable and a pizza roll, and will he pick which one he wants?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try to when you're giving him that choice, you can say like I don't know, Uncrustable is kind of hard to say. Sandwich or peanut butter or pizza. Do you want pizza or sandwich? Pizza sandwich, and see if he tries to verbalize.
In this video, we saw that the provider has documented daily routines that are relevant to this family so that they can focus on using intervention strategies within those routines. Coaching caregivers in daily routines is an essential component of effective caregiver coaching. It's not always easy, but partnering with caregivers to practice using intervention strategies throughout their day can lead to improved confidence in their ability to support their child's development. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.